Hi
Okay, we are
everyone,
live.
welcome. This is the 25th episode of the Three Marketer Show. Right, so basically, if this is the first time you see us, this is the first time you tune into the show. My name is Jason. I'm your host, together with my co-hosts Manfred and Andrew, and we have our
Good
guest
evening.
today, Amirthan from Singapore. So this is what we do every Wednesday night. We come live for an hour. And the purpose of this is fundamentally just, we started with just three dudes chatting anything about digital marketing as a start. And then eventually we started to have guests coming in, and we have different people talking about different topics, which is what makes the whole show really exciting up to now. So while we are discussing about the topic today, as you can see from the bottom over here, we're going to talk about LinkedIn posts for corporate branding. And we are featuring Amirthan, and later we will give him some time to introduce himself. But meanwhile, if you have any questions regarding the topic that we're discussing, you can actually type in the comment section and we will pick them up and we will, grill over our guests today, right? So basically, all right, so let's roll in. First of all, Amirthan is a friend of Manfred's friend. So maybe Manfred, you can do an honor to, do a quick introduction about Amirthan, how you met him, this awesome young man. And then after that, Amirthan, maybe you can take over and give us a little bit of an introduction about yourself. So, Manfred, over to you first.
Okay, hi. Our viewers, if you can hear us, do say hi. Just make sure that everything is okay. I met him in the office itself. We actually belong to different companies. So lunch is at the table itself. Then when you do digital marketing, everything talk about digital marketing. You talk about Facebook. Then suddenly realize, hey, we're actually doing the same line. We're also in digital marketing. So one topic lead to another. Then I was amazed that he actually do linking organic. Then which is something that is really I'm not knowledgeable. I know linking organic, the reach is definitely higher than Facebook. Other than that, I did try to post a lot of things, but I didn't spend a lot of time. So one topic lead to another. Then I said, hey, come to our show, share more, so that 读了不如中了, everybody will learn from it. So okay, instead of hopping the limelight, let him do his self-introduction.
Yeah, Amirthan, would love to learn about you, please. Overall, basically, if you're watching this live, right, you can say hi to us. This is our guest, Amirthan from Singapore, and he's going to share with us about LinkedIn Organic. But hi, Kevin. Kevin is already saying hi to us. If you're watching this, say hi. Say hi to our friend as well. And Amirthan, please share with us about your background. What do you do?
Okay, so for now, I'm actually working as a marketing analyst at a fintech company. So for marketing for B2B, we actually mostly focus on LinkedIn for social media marketing, LinkedIn as well as Twitter. But for me, currently, it's majority of my work is regarding LinkedIn, organic posting.
All right. So, yeah, please go on.
And previously, before that, I was doing Facebook marketing. Yeah, I had my own agency. Was doing it on the sidelines. So that's how the conversation started between me and Manfred. Yeah.
I see. By the way, brother,
good to meet someone. How are you?
Oh, I'm 24.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that's so young.
Oh
my goodness, very young. That makes us feel old. Okay, Amirthan, since you say that you are this the topic today is really something that we are really excited about. Please share with us more about organic LinkedIn. Just consider us as totally noob to this thing because, to be frank, for the past many years I've been on LinkedIn. I have no clue. I'm like so noob, So please share with us. I think the audience would love to learn about what is this all about. And what are the things that we can do over here for LinkedIn Organic? And audiences, if you have any questions, type in the comment section. We will pin you. We will actually, answer your questions while we have time or while we have break in between. So yeah, feel free to type away. So Amir, please tell us, what is organic LinkedIn?
So basically, organic LinkedIn is something similar to Facebook organic. So like basically, you post about your products, you can post about market trends within your business, like observations that you see in the market. Like if due to COVID, certain things change, or like there's new processes, you can talk about that. Your company activities, actually, you can also like post about your company like events, the like fun things that you do in the office, or like sharing articles that provide your viewpoint of why you think that this is relevant for your readers, which is actually your followers on your LinkedIn page. So basically, your LinkedIn organic posting is actually mostly done on your page, LinkedIn page itself.
So for
it-
these case, you are referring to LinkedIn page instead of profile. We're not talking about the profile, right? It's all on LinkedIn. You're talking about corporate training. I mean, corporate branding today, right? So when it comes to LinkedIn page, what are the best practices you would recommend to us? Because to be frank, I have no clue, man. I have got a LinkedIn page for my business, but I never
Dust.
I think I never posted anything. I think collecting dust. That's a very good way to put it. I
Yep.
Is there any good, best practices in managing a LinkedIn page?
So first of all, you have to update all your details. So like your company description, your location, what type of industry you're in, who are your employees. So like you have to encourage your employees to open a LinkedIn page as a LinkedIn account to add themselves to the LinkedIn page as well. And then you can also include the link to your website and start posting. So usually people will usually start posting about their products. So example, you're a tech company, you do like a weekly post or like once every 2 days you post about one of your products or like one of your features. So that's how you can kickstart your LinkedIn. But that's the best practices that I can go later because there's like a full list of things to take note, like pitfalls in terms of LinkedIn page organic posting.
I picked up something that you mentioned just now. One of the first few things that you wanted us to do is to get our employees or the team members to create a LinkedIn account and to list under the company. What's the benefit of it?
So anybody who it's like same as Facebook, so like or Instagram. Usually, if you want to check out like a consumer brand on IT, we go take a look at their Facebook page or like their IG page. Yeah, and then the same thing can be done if like other talents or people outside the company are looking to know more about your company and what you guys do and who is actually working in the company. So, example, you see a company who has 5 employees and 20 employees. The bigger the team, you feel more comfortable working together with that company. So, and who are these kind of employees? Where are they based at? So, example, you're based in Singapore, but all your employees are based in like Vietnam or like Thailand, like it's offshore. Then the person looking at your company can understand that actually this is just like the office is in Singapore, but the rest of the team is actually overseas. So it will actually change their perception of how they would want to work with you.
So in a way, it's kind of like exposing whether it's, either whichever way you look at it, it could be a weakness. Then, when you list all these, it's telling people that most of our team members are from offshore, it's kind of like give you a negative impression, right, among the audiences.
Correct. But
So,
then also, as it
Or
also
maybe
look
to
at the
show that
positive
you
side.
have a multinational employees, which I mean,
yeah, that's
multi-site,
probably one of the things.
Yeah.
But who are the
That is
people who will go to
multiple
LinkedIn and sorry, Amirthan, you were saying?
That is if you have like multiple teams across the different countries, right? Then you
Yep.
can show a diverse team. So like you have
Correct.
some employees from Vietnam, some employees from Singapore, like your sales head is from Singapore. So you know who to speak and whether they know your language or not. Because it's easier to relate to them if they're in the same country. Easier to do business on.
Yep.
Okay.
So-
I'm just, sorry, Andrew, please.
So, what was your key motivation for getting on LinkedIn?
So when I started LinkedIn, I was previously in influencer marketing. So also to reach out to business owners, directors, marketing heads, it's another avenue to reach out to them through a social media page or platform rather than email them. So that they actually can see us, they can see our photo, like what do we do, what company are we from. It's easier to reach out to them versus cold emailing. So that's how I started LinkedIn
I see.
as like my personal profile, and then started LinkedIn posting for maintaining corporate image once I joined this current company.
Make
Okay,
sense?
okay. But I was actually trying to figure out. I mean, when you're looking for a company, what kind of people will look for you on LinkedIn? So, fundamentally, in a
Heavily
way,
recruiters, recruiters and
heavily,
head-
right? So it would
heavy-
be like, in a way, when you go for LinkedIn to build your corporate branding, it is more towards recruitment instead of for marketing purposes. It's more for recruitment side of branding. Am I correct?
No, there's just only one aspect. So in certain industries, they actually your website is like a 360-degree, 24 hours marketing asset. But
Right?
other than your website at times it could be limited. So you can also check, like who are actually following this company, or like yes, and their employees, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
website will only see you can only see the management team, or the top five people in the company. But if you want to see rest of the employees, you can see, and also like what kind of trends, or like what kind of topics is the company discussing or is interested in.
Hmm.
So then you can also be like observed in your LinkedIn feed, which is from your LinkedIn
In,
page. If somebody visits your if a potential prospect visits your LinkedIn page instead of your website,
interesting,
so it's for business
interesting.
as well.
It
Not
somehow
just
rather gives me a better
direct.
reason to start back my in LinkedIn activities, man. I'm not
So
supposed to collect
basically,
data.
it's like a page talking to the followers so they can talk to and fro. Then other people also can see the conversation and jump in. So
I
much
think
better
it's
than
actually kind.
Yeah. I think
Sorry.
the profile of the users are slightly different. Obviously, if you just want to do business, LinkedIn would be a good way to connect. I think as an influencer on LinkedIn, is a totally different from an influencer on Facebook or other social media. So if I want to target, let's say, MDs and all those things, then my content, if I'm doing business to business, I think LinkedIn would be an ideal platform to go for. Would that be true, Amirthan?
Yeah, you mentioned MPs, right? Like members of parliament.
Yeah, business to business. If you're doing business to business, so
Okay.
yeah. So
So
if you
yeah,
have a
your
need,
basically your key decision makers, like your directors, your managers, it's actually easier to reach them on LinkedIn because they are also on LinkedIn. So it's to be able to provide content that is relevant and it's useful for them, because they're not going to be on Facebook. So it's to be able to provide value to your future prospects and your current like your current clients who are
they
following
will
you.
be on. Yeah, they will be on Facebook. Like, it's just that the mindset when they're on Facebook is more towards entertainment and to chill. Whereas when they're on LinkedIn, then they have that different phase of, let's be professional, let's talk business and all those things.
It's a lot more direct. So when you reach out
Correct.
to them, they respond to you if they're interested immediately.
Mm. Mm.
Right,
so
Okay.
right. I
your
mean, that would.
industry, if your industry has some issues, they'll mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring back to the next question that we have, which is still I'm trying to figure out why is that, LinkedIn, why is LinkedIn important for corporate branding on social media? As in, like, you were saying that, okay, we have actually kind of like identified a few. One of them is really for the prospect future employees to find out more about you. And the second one is for your prospect, as in like the B2B businesses prospect to come in and look at, to try to understand more. In a way, you are actually kind of like building a presence for people to analyze you. So in a way, there must be ways for you to portray yourself. There must be some practices. But before we go to the best practices and all that, but what are the other usage that we can use LinkedIn for corporate branding, other than recruitment, other than prospect nurturing, where when if it happens if those people really happen to come over and dig in on you to find out more about you. But other than that, Amirthan, can we have some case studies, as in like, or maybe some examples on how can we really, why is LinkedIn important and how can we use it effectively?
Okay, so other than the employee branding and like to be able to showcase your products, the most important thing about your LinkedIn page, your LinkedIn profile, corporate profile, is actually to be able to humanize your brand. So as a brand, you'll be able to engage in conversations with people in the community. within the same industry, other professionals. You can actually like follow hashtags, community hashtags, and actually click on them and just jump in the comments to comment to another professional's post, or like you can just add in your thoughts as a brand lah, which actually increases your reach because you're actually leveraging on their posts to get visibility instead of actually you actually just posting on the company page itself if you don't have enough followers. So that nobody else will be seeing it. So actually leverage by engaging with the community
Tier lah,
on
yeah.
using hashtags.
That's a very interesting one. I mean, what you mean here is that as a brand, as a page, you can actively engage in other people's posts.
Yes.
I can even, like, let's say, for example, like I'm Tribe Academy, I can go in and comment as Tribe Academy as and when somebody asks about Facebook advertising. Is that what you mean?
Yes. If you are actually following the community hashtag Facebook advertising on LinkedIn, because you're allowed to follow 3 hashtags in your LinkedIn backend page. You can monitor those 3 hashtags and like any new posts that come in and any like hot posts also the algorithm will actually recommend to you under your notification so that you can easily just click the link and immediately engage with the post.
Right.
Yeah, that's a cool feature for LinkedIn. Yes.
That's a very interesting feature. That shows how noob I am, man.
So you are following, let's say, hashtag Facebook advertising, and somebody mentions in the discussion, and they had the hashtag. Then, if you're following that, you'll be notified, and you can then participate, like as Trap Up or Jason Gunn, and that's how. That's how when you comment, and if your comment makes sense, then people will follow and say, who the hell is this guy? And then they'll check on your profile or check on your page.
So like typical example, Facebook advertising cannot work. I spend so much money, I cannot see result. Then you saw that, maybe you can come in and say, no, it works because blah, 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 blah. Then maybe there will be discussion and more people come in also.
Yeah. A similar concept in terms of Clubhouse.
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting one. Other than that, what are the other things that we can do? I mean, do you have any more example? We're already learning things. Thank you so much, Amirthan, because no idea about this feature. But what else? What are the cool things that you can share with us?
Showcasing your company culture, because there's only so much information you can put on your website about what kind of activities or things that you guys do. So if you have posts, you can also get like employees to chip in on the post or like tag you on like company events, so you can see how engaged your employees are with the company's activities as well. So actually, you can actually showcase company culture.
Especially the CSR. CSR is a good place to showcase that you actually the company give back to the society also.
I do this kind of things as well. When you tag or when your employees tag you on their LinkedIn page.
Making the company look more human, because sometimes a lot of time marketing they will say, hey, if this company is a person, what kind of person is it a 40-50-year-old man or something like that, so and so forth? What kind of image or perception are you trying to project out lah? But if your staff are mainly young guys, then people think that this is a young and hip company.
But that's just a segue from my friend's one. I also noticed that in Asia, majority of the so-called, I don't know what, Gen X or whatever, the founders of the company are not very active on LinkedIn compared to the Western countries. So CEO and all those things, they rarely don't even showcase that. And we all know now that trust is people trust the people, the owners, rather than the company. So it's more important for the CEOs or the founders to be present. And you've seen people like Tony Fernandez does that. But apart from
does he do it in LinkedIn?
He does.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, he does. Richard Branson does that. He's quite active in LinkedIn. So, but in Asia, I think there's so one thing there's this they are not very active. Number one. Number two, I think there's also this concern among Asian bosses is they also do not want their staff to be active because they are afraid of they are being poached by other people as well. So that's a something that needs to be broke through in terms of social, but if they can do that, then
I think in Adrian's episode, I actually said this, if your staff want to go, let them go. When there's a better position comes along, then you can always ask them to come and invite them back, because by then they learn something they can contribute back to competing long term. You should be scared that they don't want to go, they didn't learn anything and still want to stay on, and that will be a problem.
That's true. That's true.
Very
But,
true. But by the way, I mean, I pick up something very important just now that Amirthan shared just now. All the tech posts, meaning that if I'm an employee of the company, I posted something and I tag a company, it will appear on the company's feed or what?
You won't appear on the company's feed, but you appear in the backend where you can actually engage.
Or meaning that it would not come to the front.
You tag the topics, not the company name.
You can tag the company name. So
you can also tag company names?
Yes, so you tag the company on the LinkedIn page, right? The followers of your employee can actually have click the link and then have a look at your LinkedIn page. So you'll have more views and more reach.
Okay, I use the tagging topics though. I gotta change. I'm still tagging cybersecurity. I'm getting inquiries from that. So I gotta change.
You see, I'm actually trying to make sense of the whole thing and how can I apply the thing. Sorry, Amirthan. I mean, you see, like I say, I'm a noob in LinkedIn, but I do have a LinkedIn following, as in like my personal. So to tap on Andrew's question, maybe Andrew, you can give us some insights as well. Like for example, if now I have a strong following on LinkedIn in a way, maybe I think about slightly under 1,000. How can I leverage on my following and build my company page? Is there any way that I can do this? As in, like, I already have a few thousand people, a few hundred people, close to 1,000 people follow me on LinkedIn. Now, when I want to activate my business page on LinkedIn, as in like the TribeUp Academy, what are the synergy that I can create between these two entities? And how can I really accelerate the growth or really to increase the effectiveness in terms of, using LinkedIn for corporate branding over here? Is there anything that I can do?
I don't use the page that much. I rely more on personal profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know. So all the while I do
rely
personal.
more on personal. Amirthan, what do you think about it?
Yeah, what do you think, Amirthan? Is there any example that you have witnessed or you observed that the founder or the so-called the leader of the company uses his own presence to activate, or vice versa, either way?
So this is something that we do in our company. So like, first of all, this is actually like in the best practices and like how to kickstart the LinkedIn page journey, which I can give more details later. But these are some of the tips that was actually listed for later. So yeah. So first of all, you as a company owner, you are going to be the admin, so you have access to the admin account, correct?
Yes.
For your LinkedIn page. So your LinkedIn page, you go to your LinkedIn page, you log in through your LinkedIn account, and then you have this feature called invite to follow, something like invitation for Facebook pages. Have you used it before? Every month you get 100 invites every month.
That's
So you
quite a
can
lot.
invite up to 100 follow your own LinkedIn connections, 100 of them to follow your LinkedIn page.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Okay.
I have no clue. I'm going in. I'm seeing the invite to follow. I have 100. That's it.
Yes. So you start clicking. People to invite. So you just look at your link. So it will automatically show you your LinkedIn followers or your own LinkedIn connections, and then you choose which ones you want to invite. So you do that. So every month you're given 100, and after that you'll be reset. So after you set out 100 connections, page invites, you can actually get back your invitation if they follow. So within the month itself, it will actually roll over technically.
So if I send 100, but only 50 of them actually followed my page, then I will get back 50.
Yes, you'll get back 50.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can invite totally 150 for that month.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
Well, that's interesting.
You see, wow. Awesome, man. Hey, bro, you want to do a course on this? Right, man. This is really insane. Okay. Other than that, what else can we do? What else can we do?
The CEO commenting on the post. So you have 1,000 LinkedIn connections. When
Right.
you comment on the company LinkedIn page post that
Yes.
you had posted it, but you actually go comment on the LinkedIn page post, giving like an insight to the product or like being excited about it. People can see your comment. Your LinkedIn connections can see your post, your comment, and you'll boost the reach for the existing post. Then they'll go click and find out. So which page is he talking on, or like is he commenting on?
Awesome.
Oh.
So I'm actually trying to tie these two things together enough. I mean, that we don't want to expose too much over here. Huh? So I think I like this already. You see, like if I can do this, if I can make sense of this. So meaning that in a way, right? Because what I'm actually currently doing is I post heavily on my own LinkedIn profile on a daily basis. But I'm not really posting. I'm just mirroring what I've posted on my YouTube channel. So I get some views, not so much, not great, but okay, we get certain views on a daily basis. So does it mean that I'm supposed to do it on my page instead? Would that benefit, or is it? Am I? Okay, now first of all, my page doesn't have a lot of followers, so it doesn't make sense for me to post there. But if I post there and I comment there, so in a way, my follower will see, meaning that they might follow my company. Does it make sense?
Yeah. So this is where you start differentiating your personal brand from your corporate image and corporate brand, where you post content that's relevant to your potential target audience, who is actually like it's in the within the company framework. So you're talking about like macro topics, while on your profile, your personal profile, you can like go into details and talk about smaller topics, where you actually build conversations, and then after that, if you tag in your post itself, if you tag your company, you can actually go have a look at what are the services or products that's listed or is mentioned in your company LinkedIn page. And then if they are interested further, they can go to the bio and then click your website link to go take a look at your website. So basically, the idea is to from your personal profile, you direct traffic to your LinkedIn page and incentivize them or make it exciting for them to actually click on your website. Because once you click on your website, you can actually retarget them if you're doing Facebook ads as well. So that's another topic, but you get the idea.
So basically, it's important to actually say, because Jason and tryout is basically two sides of the coin. Because sometimes I also cannot differentiate. What you're it's basically the same thing. So what you're saying is it's more important to build the LinkedIn page so that you can list down, as in if you expand, then the product and services, it makes more sense to have the LinkedIn page to list down all the things and less emphasis on this LinkedIn profile. Am I right to say that? More on
the personal profile, you mean?
Yeah, no. So the LinkedIn profile should be okay. What should we do for LinkedIn profile? What should we do it for LinkedIn page?
But what I picked up
from, right? Yes, right. Jason, say what?
Yeah, because what I picked up from Amirthan is like really a like crazy curated journey. I like the way you do this because this is really something that you can't do on Facebook already because it's too messy on Facebook. So what you're saying here is that what I picked up, let's give it an example. I'm gonna use Tribe Academy to talk about, let's
product,
say,
services,
any new courses that I launch and all that, right? So on my profile, as in my LinkedIn profile, I'll be posting on the daily tips, right? And I would say that if you want to find out more, right, I will tag the company and say that this is how you go over. So when people come over, they will see all the products. So what I picked up was on the company side, you go on the more macro thing. Product based, not very detailed. And when you use the profile, you go detailed and you link the thing over. You build a journey like that. Is that what you mean?
Is that true?
Yes. Because technically you cannot like list products. Okay, so there's there's a LinkedIn page, and then there's like showcase page, which is like a sub LinkedIn page for you to have. You can have
is that such thing? What was showcase?
So, yeah. They have 2 to 3 pages. showcase page. So that's why it's like it can be used for like different market
Different
regions.
brands or
For example, you
different
can have
products.
But that one is the next layer. But the basic idea is that you talk about like one feature, for example, you talk about one feature on your personal profile, and then you mentioned that you can find more about the product details on the LinkedIn page where you have already posted about your product. You can't list the products per se, not like a Facebook marketplace where you can list the products, but you could do organic posts on the products and what is the kind of problems that you guys trying to solve, why is it relevant, and how and why is it relevant now?
Wow.
Like with the times. So this is where you post about all of these on your LinkedIn page. And then you just put like a bit of breadcrumbs on your personal profile for them to follow through to your LinkedIn page and eventually your website where you have more details, full-blown details of the example, the seminar you're gonna push out, or like you can add like links on the bio for them to sign up for the next course that you're gonna have, for example.
So where does the showcase comes in play?
The showcase comes in play is in the left side navigation tab where you can actually have a showcase page. Or you can have a separate showcase page which you can actually create separately just to separate like a different brand as you mentioned. If you have a separate brand, a sub brand, then you can actually link the showcase page through your LinkedIn profile as well. So you won't actually go to your LinkedIn company page. You go straight to the showcase page itself. For you to be more streamlined.
I see. Okay.
So
Okay.
if, say example, Jason launched a TikTok lesson, TikTok course inside the page, tryout page itself. So we should keep the communication. Say people will ask new questions. When are you going to launch the TikTok course? What are the TikTok course? All these conversation all trapped within that LinkedIn page. Am I right to say that? Keep it inside the
within either the company page or the showcase page, whichever you want to engage your conversations in.
Interesting.
Wow, that's a very interesting. Well, it sounds like a lot of work. Is there any way to streamline? Is there any tool that you would suggest to, is there anything any platform that will help you do this better? No, I think it's still manual work, right? Sounds like it.
Yeah, still very manual because you actually have to engage in the community and you cannot automate who you're gonna have a conversation with.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's you have to see. That's this way, like you mentioned, like example. So this is another way to leverage your LinkedIn profile. So you go to LinkedIn groups that you're already in, and then if somebody posted a problem, then you can say that hey, you can check out our company page where we mentioned about this product, and you can reach out to us on the LinkedIn page or through our website. You can comment with the tab, for
Right.
example.
I mean, for these kind of activities on Facebook, it has been happening around. Do you have any so-called data says that, this kind of activity works better on LinkedIn? Because like you go into group, engage in the conversation and bring this out. Because I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with the behavior on LinkedIn. Like what Andrew mentioned just now, on Facebook is very leisure where people are here to hang out and all that. On LinkedIn are usually people looking for job. I don't know, that's the only thing that I can think of. Or people people who are looking for job, kind of like hey hunting kind of thing. But
Connections, I think they also look for
in a way connections, because I rarely go to LinkedIn because I never look for job and I'm not looking for anybody else. But that's but fundamentally I'm just worried. I'm just not sure about the audience intent, the behavior there. I mean, that's why I was. Yeah, the behavior there. So, I mean, does it really work in that case? That will lead us to the next question over here, which is what are the benefits of LinkedIn for corporate branding? As in, like, so also related to the behavior, as in, what else can we trigger and can we bring out other than marketing that we mentioned just now? Yes, partially when people are looking for you, but I'm not sure whether people do really look for you on LinkedIn. That's the question that I have in my head. Help me.
Whether people look for you on LinkedIn is about making it your brand visible to them. So establishing your brand presence on LinkedIn, that's the first. But also another factor is that LinkedIn usage is actually increasing. Year on year, there's about 50 to 55% growth year on year from key decision makers or like managers who actually use LinkedIn or are encouraged to use LinkedIn so more companies are incorporating LinkedIn strategy, organic as well as paid campaigns. Because Facebook was one of the first here to launch Facebook and then YouTube ads, and then now to get you can only find like consumers for like B2C products. It's better for Facebook and YouTube, but for B2B products for YouTube, so the type of users are professionals, business professionals, the people that you actually can only like reach out to in like networking events. But in the case now, there's no networking event. If you want to be able to put yourself visible, make your brand visible to them, then you should ensure that your LinkedIn page is updated and they can actually like just you might even come up on a random organic search if you're looking for a solution or like other companies. And then there's you'll also be featured like related companies when you're looking at one company page, you can also see similar companies on
I
the
Yeah.
website itself, on the LinkedIn page itself.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Meaning that you will get surface if you're active in a way.
Yes.
You get
And also
noticed.
the usage is increasing. So
Right.
if you want to make yourself more relevant to the growing audience, then you establish a presence on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
So
makes
it's
sense.
still more suitable for B2B companies.
Yes, not for B2,
Or
not much
much
for
for
B2C unless you're looking for partners. Where your partners you can get potential partners to actually find out more about your brand through
I
LinkedIn.
see. Okay, makes sense.
Right.
All right.
Right. Sounds cool, man. Really, I mean, up to now, like less than 40 minutes down, I've already learned quite a lot. You know, that already puts me in the mood to really explore. Right, guys, if you're watching this live, whether you're watching the live or you're watching the replay, right, remember you can still type your questions in because we'll get hold of Amirthan and then maybe in the future we'll bring him back again to talk further, or maybe who knows, he will come up with a course with that, right? So that's the whole idea of why we are actually bringing different marketers or so-called digital marketers more specifically onto this platform to share or to get introduced to the community is really to kind of like, first we need to learn. To be frank, all the past 10 years, 11 years, I've been all trapped in this Facebook advertising world. I need more input, and seriously, I'm really getting a lot. So questions, right? Remember, type away. So yeah, I mean, that will bring us to the next question over here, Amirthan. We do know that really like it's for B2B, and you did mention that if the company CEO is more active over here, that they can do something. But who else can benefit from this organic LinkedIn? Who else are these organic LinkedIn meant for?
The sales teams, because they can leverage the type of content or the products. Okay, so example, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is another hidden feature on LinkedIn page, which is your page analytics, similar to Facebook page analytics. Do you guys use Facebook page analytics?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we
So
do.
they have that for LinkedIn page as well. So you can track the engagements on your post, right? For example, you posted about a particular product. Let's say you did a post about TikTok, organic posting or TikTok marketing, and you actually have a lot of likes on that particular post versus the other products that you posted about, other seminars that you posted about. The sales teams can actually see where the interest is and look to push out that particular product more. So it gives them a visibility of what the market wants or what their target audience are more keen in.
So, but that's provided the number of followers follow the page. And
Yeah, that's
profile.
provided the page is active, meaning that you have got good numbers of followers, then the data will be valid. But for page like mine, dead water, then I don't think it can work, right? For that case. So I mean,
That's right.
the first thing first is of course to get it activated. But I like the idea, using this data to actually help the sales team to make decision. What else? Who are the other people that can actually
Your
take advantage of
marketing
this?
team, so you have already established a Facebook content calendar, and then you have Instagram content calendar. So you can actually repurpose these posts. The marketing team can actually post on LinkedIn as well. So and it's a different platform. So you can actually reuse the same content for you to add value on LinkedIn platform as well. If the content is relevant for the kind of audience that you want to attract.
Right. So yeah, okay. So sales team is to use the analytics, and then the marketing team is to actually use the content to repurpose. Okay. So what else? Maybe give us another one. Maybe Amirthan.
Another one.
So I mean, okay,
corporate
that's
comms,
already a bit.
I think corporate comms also.
My branding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Corporate comms, corporate communication.
Your PR to launch a press release. Example, you have a press release. You can boost it on. You can boost the visibility of the press release on LinkedIn page also.
Right.
Especially crisis period or certain things, some unfortunate incidents happen, then you have to leverage on that.
In a way, LinkedIn posting sounds serious to me, but it sounds really important as well. Given the number that Amirthan shared with us just now, I mean, double-digit growth is really serious. But since we started with a topic on content, we have a question coming from the Gamer Scroll. He posted this question on YouTube. Let me bring that in. Can you take a look at this? Okay, the Gamer Scroll was asking, is there any guideline on content planning for LinkedIn? You did mention that repurposing the content. And few weeks ago, Kenny was saying that on posting on LinkedIn is slightly different compared to posting on Instagram. Is there any best practices that you can recommend to us? Like, for example, like what Gamer Scroll is asking, does it has to be more in-depth compared to
more
Instagram?
serious?
Is there any different tone or different way of purposing it? Or is there any different dimension of it and all that? Yeah, I mean, just give us maybe just 3 recommendations on this content side.
First of all, your content has to be, so you have to know who your audience is when you're posting on LinkedIn, or like this post is for which target audience. You have to be able to define it even before you post. So different posts can be for different target audience. While on Instagram or Facebook, you can just continue posting because there's a wider audience. But your LinkedIn post has to be streamlined in a way that this particular post is only for this audience, and you have to address them in your the copy itself, the post copy itself. So, example, you can include example if you're looking at banking or relationship managers in retail banking versus private banking, you have to address them in the post itself, and you can also include some of their concerns. So usually for LinkedIn posting, you actually start with a problem or start with a trend, and then in the end of the post, you actually look to end it with a solution or a solution that is available in your company. So it's more like it has to be more in a sense optimized. Yeah, you start with the problem, you address a problem, and you mention the solution as well, or you mention your thoughts on the solution or the rising trend. You have to give your insights, your personal thoughts, or the company's thoughts. Well, what's your take on this? What's your stand on this?
Okay, so in that sense, what you mentioned just now is, okay, I like the structure of it, meaning that when it comes to composing a post on LinkedIn, does it, when you say that addressing the so-called the target audience, like, the banker or the purchaser and all that, by addressing that, does it help the content to be surfaced? Does it help, bringing the audiences to see this post? Not necessarily, right? But you're saying that the pattern of consuming content on LinkedIn is something like that. People prefer to look at this kind of content.
So there's similarity in Facebook and LinkedIn, right? Oh, so this is the thing. For Facebook, you can go for up to 10 hashtags or 20 hashtags. You just mass distribute. But for LinkedIn, it's recommended to go for 3 to 5 hashtags only. So your hashtags itself would be very niche. You have to choose your hashtag. So example, if you're looking at financial planning only, then you have to mention financial planning, and then you include a hashtag for who? For retail, for wealth, or for insurance.
That's how you find the audiences in a way.
The followers for the particular hashtag and which hashtags have more followers. So that you have a two-pronged approach where you mention the content and you use the relevant hashtag as well. So that increase the relatability of the content and make it more engaging for the reader when they see it through the hashtag feed or when they're actually just randomly searching on the search query itself.
So, okay, what you mentioned just now, I mean, we can know which hashtag has got more followers. So that is made available to us on LinkedIn. And the second question would be, the hashtag really help you surface, because when I follow a hashtag, I will be notified when a post is being posted tagging this hashtag.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Right.
Yes. So certain hashtags, but you'll be notified for those hashtags that you have more interest in. So the algorithm will know as well. So which hashtag are you which hashtag pages are you going back regularly to look at the post? That's one. The other one is the community hashtags that you follow on the LinkedIn page backend. Those help you understand which what are the kind of conversations that other professionals are having for that particular topic, and then you can message them, or you can actually comment as a brand to input your thoughts and insights as a brand. So there's two ways to use the hashtag. One is for your post itself, and one is to engage with the community. So hashtag is very important on LinkedIn. And you have to use it with limitation. You have to be very specific of what hashtags are you going to use for each post.
So let's say you mentioned this. Yeah, sorry. Please.
It's not like Instagram or Facebook, right? Where
Instagram we can put 5,000 hashtag crazy.
We have like company hashtags that we use for other people to actually click the hashtag and see other posts from the company, right? You actually can't do that on LinkedIn. You have to use hashtags that's only particular to the topic that you're talking about. If not, then we'll consider this as like
spamming.
Just irrelevant hashtags.
If you use irrelevant, you will be flagged.
You'll have lesser reach.
Wow, that's a very interesting.
Wow, not even telling you, right? You don't even know they have lesser reach.
Wow, really? So all these algorithm is really a lot. I mean, all these algorithm, different platform has got different algorithm. Of course, we understand that. But okay, since we are on the hashtag topic, right? But before that, I think we can close Gamers Grow's question. I think the answer is yes, Gamers Grow. Fundamentally, we need to be a little bit more in depth, and we need to go for. There is a practice like Amirthan just shared just now. It has to be a problem solution kind of posting. Yeah.
I have one more thing that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, please.
Facebook, Instagram likes reposting, and for Facebook mostly, they like reposting other people's posts. Example, your consumer posted it, you repost on your page.
Okay.
But for LinkedIn, the algorithm hates sharing, no matter who it is, even if it's your own employee or your employee sharing your LinkedIn page. So that's why I never mentioned sharing or reposting from employee's perspective or CEO. I never asked Jason to ever repost the LinkedIn page post on his personal profile. It's because the algorithm hates reposting. It only prefers organic posts. That means the post has to come from you. So even if you want to post the same thing that you posted on your LinkedIn page, you can actually just copy the whole thing and then post it as your own post and then tag.
Oh.
Hey, that's every time.
You should never share the post because you never get any reach.
I see a lot of people sharing posts though.
Yes, which is the common mistakes.
I see. Oh, okay. So that okay.
Okay, wait. I lost a little bit just now, meaning that you don't share, you repost the thing.
No, that's your repost. You don't click the share button on LinkedIn. So example, you got your LinkedIn page, right? And you click share, and then it's like the post will be inside your post, and then you can add comments on top. Do not do that. It has to be an organic post, meaning it has to look like you started the post. So you put in your own comments, and then you tag the page, And if you really, really want to track the link to the post, you can add the link in the comments. You should always add links or redirect the reader from that particular post in the comments only. Your reader should not be able to click anything within the post. The post has to be self-contained.
Wow.
In
You
terms
already
of
given
value.
me a reason to rewatch this episode, particularly on this part. I have no clue, man. Seriously. Thanks
Yep.
for sharing. Thanks for
So that
sharing.
means
But
you're saying that, let's say Jason made a post on LinkedIn and I liked it. So I want to share, right? And I will make a post on my own profile or page, whatever it is. Okay, profile, because then I says, okay, if you want to know more about, let's say, iOS 14, and I found this guy who has a good discussion about this. So that was a post, but I didn't share. But can I then put the link in my post to Jason's?
You copy the link, you
post.
copy the link and put inside a new post. Is
Yeah.
it?
No. So for example, yeah.
You cannot. You shouldn't.
I shouldn't do that.
Even if it's a LinkedIn URL, right? You're not
yes.
supposed to include any links in your post.
oh
Nothing.
wait,
Like in your
no link in the post.
No link
Oh,
in the
no
post at
link in
all.
the post.
I put a lot.
Yeah, that's why you never get any reach.
Oh, I
In
see.
the comments only.
Which is
Yeah,
we are
that's
talking about
right.
the common
Wow.
mistake now. Okay,
Excellent.
so
That's
mistake
not
number
really
one.
common mistakes, okay?
Okay, so mistake number one, no bloody
Don't
link.
freaking share.
No link.
No
No
bloody
link.
link, no freaking share. What the poof?
Okay.
What else? I mean, why?
Okay, let's
Only comments. If you like something, yes, like comment is very good. Because your followers, your LinkedIn followers, they see what you're liking. It will come on their feed. For example, you like something, you can your followers can see, okay, this person like this, or you can use the other emotions like celebrate, insightful. So if you hover on top of the like button, you can see other things, other emotions. There's total of six emotions,
right.
or like engagements
Yeah.
buttons that you can use on LinkedIn. So that's the first. And then actually, Jason has a question.
No. I was counting for you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the first one being the most common mistake is that posting content without tracking or monitoring, like not using your page analytics. So you keep So you keep posting. So this is for corporate branding. You keep posting, but then you are not seeing which posts or which products are getting more engagement. And then you continue posting irrelevant stuff, or like posts that don't get much engagement. You have to pivot away, and you have to focus on those posts that actually get more engagement. For example, you have video that's getting more engagement, then you should post more video. So you make use of your page analytics instead of coming up with your own social media calendar and then just following through. You should always be ready to pivot.
Amirthan, do they still require you to apply if you want to do LinkedIn Live?
Sorry, come again?
So if the last time I want to, apparently I found out that in order to do LinkedIn Live, you will need to apply to LinkedIn, and they would then decide whether to approve so that you will be allowed to do live. You can't just randomly decide now today, I want to do a live on LinkedIn. I can't do that, right? It has to be approved. Okay.
Because
so it's still
okay. So the difference between LinkedIn and Facebook is that you cannot just just provide any type of value to your Facebook, let's say your LinkedIn page. You will have to, because they respect the community and the users of LinkedIn platform, who are people that is actually people who are actually harder to reach through Facebook. So you'll have to be you'll have to know, they'll look at your profile and see what type of content are you posting, and whether you have thought leadership in your industry.
Yep.
And then they will allow you to do LinkedIn Live.
I see. Yeah, because I've applied for 3 months already. No news.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I never remember if I have applied or not. But I don't think I will go live on LinkedIn. But I don't know. It could be because I go live all the time, right? You see. Okay, that sounds good. But what
That's
about this? I mean, we have another question coming from the Gamers Grow as well, following up on the topic that we're talking about. So no link on posts, only on comments. Meaning that if I want to, back to the question just now, like Andrew said, he posted something about me. I mean, he posted something that I posted. So if he wants to point to my link, my post, he should do it in the comment.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? And you have to mention that, find the link in the comment, something like that.
Yes, correct.
So in a way to actually get people to start commenting. So that's what he means. So back to
Andrew
this.
should do at Manfred, then Manfred will able to see it.
So does
Yes,
tagging
correct.
apply as well? I mean,
yes.
that works, right?
There's effective tagging and ineffective tagging. So we'll address effective tagging first. The effective tagging is when you tag the person and they actually respond to that community that so you can tag your LinkedIn page or brand pages. For example, you can tag like Nike. And then if nobody from Nike responds to you, right, the algorithm will know.
Right.
So if you're tagging Manfred, even if you are actually promoting Manfred's post, if Manfred comes to like the post or Manfred comments on the post, then your reach will multiply. Your reach will improve. But if Manfred, you post Manfred, you include Manfred's tag, like LinkedIn profile tag, and he doesn't do anything about it, you will have lesser reach because you're doing irrelevant tagging. So basically, LinkedIn doesn't like anything that's irrelevant. Everything has to be highly focused, extremely relevant, provide value for every single part of the post. Your image, your copy, your comments, and it has to be self-contained. Yes.
What?
So value, like it's like.
And I thought Facebook is tough, no? And I thought Facebook is tough.
Jason,
Facebook is tough, yeah.
next time I tag you, please make sure you comment, okay?
Or you tag me,
also
Bobby, I come and comment.
Yes, I will go and say come and comment. Don't like the page.
That also can. Seriously, we have no idea, man. That's a very interesting insight. Thank you so much.
My
Amirthan.
goodness.
Right. I mean, before that, right? Before we go back to the thing, Gamers Grow has another question regarding the tool, which I did ask just now. Is there any tool that we can actually manage both, kind of like synchronizing the whole thing? Because he was saying, does Hootsuite manage that? I stopped doing tools for a while because we stopped managing content. But Amirthan, do you have any insights on this?
Hootsuite is useful. Hootsuite has always been useful for managing multiple social media accounts. But you have to approve. I said you have to click the post link, the post button, because it won't automatically post for you. But it's helpful for managing. Hootsuite is helpful, but I don't use it because I only have one LinkedIn page to manage.
Right.
You still can't schedule posts, right?
You can schedule posts. It will remind you, but you'll have to click the post. You have to click the post button on Hootsuite itself for you to post.
But not
schedule to give a reminder only. I might as well set it on my alarm no more.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you might as well just set it as a calendar in your own personal calendar to okay. So I already prepared the post. I need to post it at this particular time.
So the content management is still
no holiday lah. Every day still have to work lah.
There's a tool that I used to use. Can't remember the name. What the that allows me to schedule and automatically post to LinkedIn. The only problem is it's not very consistent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
I use Zapier for that. If I post anything on YouTube, it posts on LinkedIn. But now I know that whatever I post on YouTube and repurpose on LinkedIn is not going to work because it's a bloody link. That's why my view is like, so it's pathetic. I just look at it. I think it's about 10-ish, 20-ish kind of thing, you know. Wait. No, sometimes, less than 100. Yeah, less than 100, judging from the number of audiences that I have, right? So that's a very interesting insight. Okay, but back to the common mistake. Is there anything else you would like to share when it comes to the common mistakes, Amirthan?
The last one that we haven't highlighted so far is not encouraging your employees to engage with your LinkedIn page.
Makes sense.
Because you also improve reach for your LinkedIn page because the other followers and connections can see you can leverage their reach. So you have to encourage them to engage on LinkedIn. and which is the first point where we actually address that you encourage your employees to create a LinkedIn profile. That's like the very basic. And list themselves as an employee of a company.
Okay. Right. Wow. Packed with so much information, man. I think if you really come up with a course, people would come for it, because judging from whatever you shared just now, you really know yourself about LinkedIn, which is really rare, because to be frank, among my audiences, we've been looking high and low. Luckily, Manfred found you, else we wouldn't have anyone to talk about LinkedIn over here on this platform, because we have got so many topics, but more heavier towards the advertising side. But organic LinkedIn is really rare. Thank you so much for being part of us. But Manfred, do we have website of the week?
Yep.
Okay, we have website of the week. We've forgotten about it, but so basically what we do here is we have every week we will share one website or two that we recommend, but usually this is really on Manfred's shoulder, because I have no clue. Wait, let me bring this up. So
your show.
Okay, so this is the very simple one called remove background. Yeah, remove.bg. So Jason will put this in YouTube and in Facebook. So as what I mentioned, this one, as the name suggests, just put the thing in and remove the background.
Oh, it's free. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's true. So you see, so signing. Okay, and honestly speaking, I have not tried this because I only stumbled across this thing. It's quite fun. So
remove.bg. Okay, I'll try it out.
To remove a background.
I've been using this. Back then, I tried using this. It actually works, but after that, you need to buy credit to use it.
What was it?
Okay, that's my original. Then,
not bad way.
Okay, can remove. Can download.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, very noisy background like that also can. Not bad.
I see, not bad. I heard the hair part a bit coming out, but okay.
The hair jalan a bit. That's okay. I think we can copy it. It's fine.
Okay, that's all for today. Quite fun.
Thank you so much. Remove.bg. I already shared it on the YouTube, and I already shared it on the the Facebook page as well. So you guys can go play around. Thank you so much, Manfred, for the website of the week. Right. The Gamers Grow was saying, been using Hootsuite, I believe. Works quite well, but didn't seem to be able to manage personal account.
Personal account, yeah. You try Buffer and see. The name is Buffer.
Buffer. Okay, Amirthan, before we end this, would you have any suggestions for anyone who wants to do corporate branding on LinkedIn using the organic feature? Would you have just a few some advices for these people?
How did they find you on LinkedIn?
Oh yeah, can we find you on LinkedIn? Do you have a LinkedIn profile?
Profile. We've been talking about LinkedIn and we never get a LinkedIn profile. Sounds weird.
Yeah, we've been talking about LinkedIn, right? So it's not right. Please share it in the private
share your LinkedIn profile. Then Jason will put it both in YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah. Because later on, when we publish this on Shopify and iTunes, we will also include your link as well. So guys, if you need help in terms of organic LinkedIn and all that, right, do look for this guy. Wait, let me actually do it.
And for LinkedIn, until recently, I realized actually you can actually disable comment for your post. This is something new. I recently saw it. Someone actually saw a lot of nasty comments. He actually disabled the comment portion. I never know that you can do that. No,
cannot.
Before you post, yeah, you can.
Yeah, we can disable the comment part for the entire post.
But people can still like. But when you disable comment, then you won't be able to reap the benefit of people commenting. I don't care whether you like it or hate it, I want you to comment.
For that chat, because there's quite a lot of negative comment and a lot of spam also. People hijack the post for other nonsense.
Okay. Makes sense.
I sidetracked one more thing. I was recently on Facebook. I see SGAG very funny picture. I share. And the moment I share, I was shocked. When I share, 2 bugger say, hey, congratulations, you share SGAG photo, you have won a prize. Please click this link. 2 different people, and someone is SGAG gift. Then I straight away send the picture to SGAG. I don't know how they detect that I share the picture and straight away message me.
Wow, this is crazy.
inside my post that I shared, then the 2 comments came out, 2 different people.
This is definitely potential whatever spamming, right? Or it's a
Spamming already,
phishing.
fraud already. They're trying to bluff you to click the link. Then obviously I'm not going to do that. So I go and report to SGAT. But unfortunately, they never replied to me. So SGAT, if you are watching this, I already told you already.
Anything look for this guy, the guy in yellow shirt, not me. That's the dude who did that.
The black shirt guys don't know, only the yellow shirt guys.
Okay.
Or the dark shirt guys.
But back to that, Amirthan, any advice, last suggestions, or last, any suggestions that you have for us if you want to do anything on that?
Posting consistently, that's the most important thing, because if you post once a week, may not be enough. So you post once every 2 days or daily, even possible. And your post doesn't have to be like super complicated, as long as you do not include links in your post. Yeah.
Yes.
I do that all the time. I put links in
and then type in. And you can use existing images that you want to use for your products on your website. And then doing your community and your hashtag, and understanding your target audience for the post. Because you have to be able to relate with your target audience and your reader for each individual post. That is the most important.
Okay.
Staying relevant. Being relevant. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. I learned so much personally. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us tonight. Amirthan, the honor is ours, really. Thank you so much. And guys, remember, this is the Three Marketeers show, and we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. to discuss about one topic. Most of the time, really some topics. I would prefer to find topics that I'm not familiar with, so that I can learn along the way, right? So guys, if you have any topics you want to learn, share with us. We will find somebody who will fill the gap to talk about this. Or if you have anyone that you want to recommend to be one of the guests for this show, right, please also talk to us. We will definitely be in touch to see how we can do the arrangement on that. All right, so thank you so much for staying with us. I'll see you next week. Thank you, Amirthan.
Thank you so much.
In the future. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Bye.